All right. I think we are live now, but let just the page update here for me. We start. All right. Now we are live on YouTube. So let's talk. So this is not a regular class, guys. All right. This is not a regular class, and we are not here to teach you anything. I'm not here to teach you today, because today it's an immersion. It's not a class. So, however, you're gonna learn by practicing in a real environment. You know, you will learn because you are practicing, because you are talking in a real environment. You are really talking to other people who are talking to you, and we are not worried about English, about grammar today. We are our main worry is about the information. It's about people. It's about connection. All right. Our philosophy is that here you will develop your fluency and confidence as an English speaker. So through this process, you know, of trying to comprehend and be comprehended. All right. So please be respectful. Don't correct anyone. You don't need to do that. And enjoy the conversation. All right. Remember that these meetings are broadcast to our YouTube channel. So we are live on YouTube. And that's that. Today, I won't split you into small groups. All right. Because we are in 4. So it's not necessary. If you want to have classes focused on conversation that are not recorded with a teacher and material, you can find all information on TALKNTALK.com.br. All right. There are classes for beginners and intermediate students. So now let's start our conversation. So today we're going to talk about worries. Are you a worried person? Yes or no? So the first question is, are you a worried person? What makes you think that you are a worried person or you are not a worried person? All right. So first, I will introduce myself, and then I will ask this question for one of you. So my name is Yuri Reis. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I'm an English teacher, although today I'm not. So I'm here as a mate, you know, so we are going to talk as friends. And I'm the host only because I'm the person who is going to show you the questions, only because of that. All right. I'm not here to teach you, and I'm not here to judge you. So feel safe. You are in a safe place that you can talk. I'm 30 years old. Yeah, not so young, not so old, you know. So I'm in my 30s. And maybe in 2 months, 2 months, I'm gonna turn 31. All right. So I'm gonna turn 31. I'm gonna be 1 year older. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, I have 3 little kids, you know. One is 3 years old. The other one is 8 years old, and the other is 11. I forget the age of my kids. I'm not a father, you know, who is far from my kids. They are always here with me, but I forget because my mind is awful with numbers, you know, of dates and things like that, and ages. But that's that. And I live in Salvador, a beautiful place. If you want to visit Salvador someday, please come and join us. Now, I will ask this first question to Elton Teixeira. Elton, first you will introduce yourself, and then you will answer, are you a worried person? What makes you think so?
So let's go ahead. My name is Elton Teixeira. I live in São Paulo. I am graduated in computer science. I am 29 years old. I have a little daughter. She's 10 years old. Nowadays, I work as a software developer. My focus is in Python developer. So what else? What else? So that's it. So I think that I am a worthy person.
Why do you think? What makes you think this way?
I think that in São Paulo we have a fast life, and this cause this sensation, in my opinion. The thing is happiness very fast, and we Road is preocupado, né?
Yeah, worried is preocupado.
Oh, nice. So this thing is with these things, I get this sensation, in my opinion.
Wow,
That's
because
it.
the type of life you live, it's a business city. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a business city.
The money is here. The time
Yeah.
is money.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. People used to say that about São Paulo, you know, that São Paulo is a very, very a city
Very
that you
crazy.
live in a fast, very fast way, you know, and that's it.
Yes.
All right. And now, please, Talita, what about you, Talita Brito? Introduce yourself first and then answer the question number one, please, Talita.
Okay. Hello, guys. I'm Thalita. I'm 32, so I'm older than you.
A little bit, a little bit.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
yes.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, and in next month I will be 33, okay? January. So
Next
it's
month, you will be 33
yes.
in January.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay, I'm married. I have a baby. He is only 5 months old.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 months. A
Yes.
baby, a girl, a boy.
A boy,
A boy, what's the name of the baby?
Caleb.
Caleb, beautiful name. It's a Bible name. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, very beautiful. All right, happiness for you.
Okay, as I said, I live in Ceará, but I'm from Pernambuco. I have lived here for 8 years. I teach Portuguese. I'm in this moment, I'm just studying. I'm doing my master degree.
Perfect.
And I think that's it. So nice to meet you all, guys.
All right, perfect. And tell me, Talita, are you a worried person?
Yes, I am. I am.
Why? Why? What makes you think this way?
I try to control this kind of bad habit, but I tend to be worried with all things. So, and I believe that I'm better now than in the past, but I'm still a little worried with things. I try to, I don't know, for example, I'm studying and I I can't help um, stop a little. And for example, even during the period of vacation, I'm trying to produce. I was talking today with my supervisor about this. He said to me, now in this vacation, rest a little, okay? You will not So
Don't
because
worry, please.
yes, so it's just one example, but I am this way.
It's a little bit of workaholic thing.
Not exactly. It's because I feel that I have to run. You know, I have to run in order to rest. Then, but I'm always running. You know.
So you will always run and you don't rest.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, thank you, Thalita. Let's go to now Fernando Lima. Fernando, introduce yourself and then answer the question number 1, please.
Okay, I'm Fernando. I'm 33 years old. I'm the oldest one here. I live in Brasilia. I have a son, a 14-year-old boy son, 14-year-old boy. And
14?
Yeah, 14.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I've been studying English a lot lately because I have this goal to become an English teacher in the future, in the short term, I hope. So maybe this is my goal for the next year, start giving classes, basic English classes, because I really like teaching and I really like English too.
All right, perfect.
And yeah, and this is my second week here on GNT, and I'm enjoying a lot. I really like this format of immersion, and this is exactly something that I was looking for, because it's so boring when we just studying all the time, but we don't put the things that we learn in practice.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It's true.
Yeah. And I do believe I am a worried person because I overthink a lot about everything. I can relate to everything that Thalita said because I am exactly like this. I cannot stop doing something that I am focused on. Like I've been studying a lot English, so I'm doing this all the time. It's difficult even when I'm watching a series, for example, to practice, to relax and practice my listening skills. And there are some words, some sentences that I don't know. I can't help. I need to write down. I need to search, and this sucks. It's terrible because I cannot relax. I cannot enjoy the moment. I'm always thinking and I'm always trying to studying something, or it's not good.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah, it's not bad. So bad. I think there is a good there are good things about it, because when you are a person who is worried about things, maybe you being worried is the first step before action, before the action to solve a problem. The problem is that we stay in the worried step for a long period of time. So okay, I will answer the question now. I am not Yeah, I'm a worried person about the future, about money. I'm a worried person about specific things, in my life. I'm a worried person. So I start worrying before things happen. Yeah, sometimes, but I can control that. I think I'm not so I don't get stuck, because of being worried. So that's that. The second question is, what are the effects of worry in your body? What are the effects of worry in your body. So what do you feel in your body when you are worried, when you get worried about something, you know? Talita, you first, please.
Let me see. I remember of having a feeling, a sensation of, I don't know, it's extremely stressed. So when I feel this way, I try to, I don't know, to relax, because I don't know if how I will, if I will be clear, but I am worried, but I am kind of controlled with this. You know, I'm not so crazy. But yeah, I remember some occasions that I felt very bad. It's interesting that I remember that sometimes I felt this way. Even I didn't know why I was feeling this way. You know, when we feel this bad sensation and we don't know why. So when I feel this way, I think, okay, stop. I will not die for anything. And yeah, I remember, I remember, for example, that I felt like I don't know how to explain, my heart beating faster than usual. So I remember that I thought, oh my God, I will die. So I was sure that I had like a problem in my heart, because
It was beating
but
fast.
yes, but yeah, very fast. And I felt like difficult to breathe, you know, this sensation of anxiety. And I was sure that I had a problem. I remember I didn't I didn't take a exam because of this, but like sometime after, I had to take a heart exam because of work, and this was one of the exams, and I was sure that I I had a problem. So when I took the exam, I had no problem, and since then I feel better. You know, just because we know that everything is okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it,
I answered the question properly.
you
I think
answered
a lot.
the question really properly. Thank you, Talita. All right. So it's the reason it's important to go to the doctor, you know, because even if you don't have anything, it's important because you check and you see that you have nothing, and so you can live your life without worries. So yeah. Elton, what about you? What are the effects of worry in your body? What do you feel if you get worried about something?
I think that if I can't control this feeling, I I can get sick. Uh, how can I say that? I can lose weight, hair.
Maybe your immunity system gets down.
Sorry.
Your immunity system gets
Yes,
down.
yes, yes. So that's it. In my case, I try to control this situation. I Nowadays I like to exercise my body. I like to read something. I can to to do a distract to my mind,
Yeah.
I think. So that's it.
All right. Yeah, exercising is for sure. It's something, a very important tool against worries, or against
Yes,
anxiety
yes.
and, feeling stressful because of something that haven't happened yet. So yeah. All right. Thank you, Elko. What
Welcome.
about you, Fernando Lima? What are the effects of worry in your body?
We get tired. I get tired, really
Tired.
tired, because as we cannot stop thinking. I mean, I'm also have anxiety, so and this is totally related to being a worried person. And the problem is we can never relax properly. We don't stop thinking, and even when you go to bed, we start thinking about the next day and the things that we need to do in the next week. I don't know. So it's really tiring. It's I
Very
get
tired.
really, yeah. So, and when our mind gets tired, our body responds to it. So our immunity system gets down, and I don't know, other health problems start appearing too. So it's terrible. But nowadays I'm way better. I used to be way more anxious and worried about things. I'm working on that.
Well, congratulations, man. It's not an easy thing to do,
Yeah.
So deal with anything in mind is harder, in my opinion, than working on your body, So, all right. In my case, I think getting tired, getting exhausted is one of the effects, as Fernando Lima said. So, are one of the effects of worry in my body. So I feel very, very, very exhausted when I'm feeling worried a lot. I think I have problems to sleep when I'm very worried because my thoughts, they don't stop, so I overthink. But I do that especially when it's night, because at night the sounds of life, they low down. You can't hear the sound of the city and people, and people play music. I'm not saying that those things are good, but I'm saying that because of silence, so the sound in my mind gets louder, so I can listen to it. So if I'm worried, I can listen my own words about the things I'm worried. So I only will think about bad things, the bad point, bad side, the things that can I don't know, can happen, the bad things that can happen. So, and the other thing is sore throat. This is more specific. If I get very anxious, it's not happening right now, but if I get very anxious, my throat gets sick. So I feel here, so it's very bad. Why do some people worry more than others? What do you think, Fernando?
This is a difficult one, but because people are different. So
yeah, this is a good one, but can you be more specific? What do you think? Two things. It's not only one question or only one answer.
Yeah.
We know, but think about one thing that you think is one reason.
maybe because the story of each one, what you've been through, your experience, and maybe that contributes to what who you are now, and what are your worries. For example, if you get traumatized with something, with some situation, you will probably get worried about something like that happens again with you. So maybe your experience can contribute to that.
Very good, very good. Elton, what about you? Why do you think some people worry more than others?
I think that the career is a biggest worry at the moment to many people about the future.
But no. Look, why do the question is, why do some people worry more, or get really worried than others, and other people maybe don't worry a lot about things?
I don't know. I think that any people think more than other people.
All right.
I think so that's it.
All right. Talita, what about you? Why do some people worry more than others?
I guess that it's related maybe with some genetic predisposition. I have heard something about that. But also, I think that there are people that don't demonstrate preoccupation, but they are worried about things. And I don't know, there are people that are worried, but they have get some experience. They are mature enough to deal with the.
Very good.
It's what I'm trying to. Maybe I have got this, as I said. I used to be more anxious than I am now. So maybe time. I believe that. I don't know that there are different reasons, but these are some of them.
All right. So you all mentioned time or experience, maybe career, maybe you said, Talita, that Fernando said story, the story of the person, or stories or history of the person. The life of the person. Or and you, Talita, said something interesting, that is something correlated to genetic predisposition, or maybe something like that. Yeah, I believe that everything about everything that you said is okay, is right, but I also think that is the way you grow up, the environment you grow up, and the confidence. So two things that I think are the most important things when we talk about being a worried person, or being a more okay person. I can deal with that. I'm not so I think one is the way you grow up, the things your father, your mother, or your parents say things about the bad things that happens in life. So it depends a lot on that. And I think after, of course, it depends more on you, more on what you do to create more confidence in yourself. So yeah, I think, I'm not sure about it, just my opinion. what is your biggest worry at the moment, Fernando?
There are some.
Tell me one. The
Like
biggest.
not
Which one do you think is the most important?
I will go through a surgery next month, and I've never went through any procedure like that. So it's something that I'm worried about. Although it's a simple surgery, but I overthink, as I said. So I'm worried about that. I'm also worried about not achieving my goals next year because I had a very difficult year.
That's a good one. That's an important one. Those two concerns.
Yeah. So
all right.
That.
Man, good luck in your surgery. All right.
Thank you.
Everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right, like Bob Marley says, you know.
Yeah.
So every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry. Talita, what about you? What's your biggest worry at the moment?
I don't know. Some months ago, I was very worried about some things, but they, I don't know. They are.
You can say one
they
thing.
are not a problem anymore. I don't know.
It can be, look, guys, it can be small things. For example, today, maybe you don't have big worries, but maybe you are worried about the clothes you will wear, you know, for Christmas or for New Year's. Maybe it's just something like that. So don't need to be something big, all right? It can be big, it can be small, but what's your biggest worry at the moment?
Maybe, as I mentioned before, my studies maybe are my. Some months ago, I was very worried with my baby health, but he's fine now. So now my biggest worry is about my studies. About the deadlines.
Yeah. Deadlines are always a type of worry, you know, that really gets worried. Okay, let's go. I asked everyone. No, Elton. Elton, what about you? What's your biggest worry at the moment?
Today, I'm moving to another house, and I think that this is my biggest worry. In my daily worry is about my future, about my career, about these things.
All right, perfect. Okay, my biggest worry today is, let me see. I don't have a big worry today. I think today is sleeping, you know, going to bed, hit the sack, and yeah, I think today is this. No, today my biggest worry is because tomorrow I have to get my motorcycle fixed. So I have to wake up early in the morning to get my motorcycle fixed. And I have to solve the problem because it's a problem that's a little bit okay. And of course, my biggest worry is about it's about health, and it's about fitness, you know, because I have to go back to the Muay Thai workouts, and I'm not I don't know, it's being really hard, you know, for me to go back. So yeah, I think this is my biggest worry, to reschedule to reorganize my agenda, you know, so I can go to the Muay Thai workouts. I'm missing it so much. I can feel in my body, you know. So okay, do you keep your worries a secret from other people? If you do that or not, why? Fernando, please.
Some of them, because I think some of them are personal. You know, you get worried about, or maybe silly, that something that just matter to you. So I don't share every time, but sometimes when it's something that it's really annoying me, and I need to get this thought out of my chest, I vent to someone, some close friend. Of course, it also depends on the person, because some people are good to talk, and some are not.
Yeah, agree. This is true. We have to select to make a good decision on who am I going to talk, who am I going to share my thoughts, my worries. It's very important, especially the worries, because you know it's something really important to you. And yeah, all right. Elton, what about you? Number 5, do you keep your worries a secret from other people? Why?
I think so. I almost always yes, because I don't like to share my worries with other people's, because I like to solve my problem by myself. And I think that I just share my worries when
Worries. Yeah.
worries when I need the other opinions about my this problem. So that's it.
Very good. Thank you, Elton. Talita, and you.
It depends on the problem, but I usually share my issues with especially with my husband and with my sister, and they are the people that I trust, and I like to always to listen to their opinion. So yes, I have some worries now that are just with me, but they are not so big because I don't know. They are exactly this kind of thing that I was talking before. This kind of thing that are not concrete, you know, just some worries when we think that something can happen. So, but when it's something concrete, I usually share with my husband and with my sister. It depends on the kind of problem as well, but I used to prefer to share.
All right. Very good, Talita. Thank you. I don't like to share my worries, you know, I don't like, but I'm learning. I'm learning to share with the right person, right people, maybe. Some of my problems, some of my worries, some of my issues, because sometimes it's something really interesting. Sometimes we can find a solution, not because people are going to solve our problem, but maybe because they have a different way of thinking. So you can think another way because you are sharing your thoughts. But I agree that we have to be really careful about it, because it's not for everyone that you can talk your problems to, you know. So that's that. Let's go to talk about the future a little bit. So we have just 9 minutes, all right? So let's try to answer this question. Do you worry about the future? If yes, what are your concerns about the future? Fernando.
I do. I worry about the future. I wouldn't like to, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. We don't have control of it. we don't have control about it, over it. But I do worry. I worry about not achieving the things that I want. I worry about not being happy in some part of my life, like in the professional part, or in the love part, or I don't know, something like this. And yeah, I worry about those things. I try not to overthink about it, because it's not a good idea.
All right. Thank you, Fernando, for sharing. Elton, what about you?
Yes, I think so. My principal worry about the future is about my career, about reach the next position in my career. Know if I am able to get it, if I have the right knowledge that's it.
All right. Thank you. Talita, what about you? Do you worry about the future? What are your concerns?
Not much. I am more worried about things that maybe are about to happen, things that are happening by now. The work I have to do, for example. But I'm not very worried about things that I have no idea that, for example, how my life will be in 5, 10 years time, or many people are worried about their loved ones. If, for example, oh my God, maybe I will lose someone from my family, things like that. So I'm not so worried. I have my worries about this as everyone, but not so much. I am more concerned about these little things on daily basis, I'd say. Yes.
Right. Now, yes or no questions, just to finish our conversation here. Do you worry about what people think of you, Fernando?
Yes.
Yes, a lot, or just a little bit?
No, I try not to worry about that, but deep inside, I think everyone does, and me too.
All right, very good. Elton, what about you? Do you worry about what people think of you?
Nowadays, not so much, but yes.
All right. What about you, Talita?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I am.
Yeah. I think everybody is worried about what other people think, but I think we can worry less about it. With a long time, we can work on this situation, work on this skill, of not worrying, not being worried about what other people think of us. Okay, all right, guys, we are close to the end of our meeting today. I have to say that it's really a pleasure for me, talking to you, to be here talking to you. So I'm here every Wednesday, remember that, to talk to you and to have those conversations that are very interesting. But I really would like to know a little bit about you. What are your thoughts about today's conversation? We can go through all the questions, but of course you can write it down if you want. You can type it down if you want, or I can send on chat so you can answer the questions after the talk and talk. You can answer for yourself. You can answer on Instagram, you know, you can answer on your notebook, maybe, you know, you can do something like that. It's very interesting. It works as an exercise, although it's not a class, all right? But it's very good to answer the questions that we couldn't answer on class. So right now, Fernando, what do you think about this class today? This topic? Did you like it?
Yes, I really like it. And it's amazing, those topics here, those meetings, because we don't think a lot about those some subjects, and just when we are talking that we listen to ourselves. So I think it's great.
Yeah.
And I love the topic.
All right. What about you, Elton?
Me too. I like it. Was a pleasure. Nice to meet you. So that's it.
Is it your first time, Elton?
Yes, with you, yes.
Oh, with me. All right. So welcome. And you can come, please come and join us next meetings. All right. I'm here every Wednesday at 9, from 9 to 10. And Talita, what about you? Did you like the conversation?
A lot. It's my first time with you as well. I have participated in other meetings with other instructors.
Yeah.
But I just love this conversation. As Fernando said, it's very good when we practice the vocabulary. We don't use to practice to use. So I loved. Thank you a lot.
All right. All right, guys, I have to ask you, before I ask, let me say thank you. All right. You are amazing. Fernando Lima, Elton Teixeira, and Talita Brito. You are all amazing. And it's going to be a pleasure to have you here in the next meetings. And I also have to ask, please click to the link below, the link on chat. So in this link, in this link, you can give your suggestions, your critics, your compliments to this, for this class, about this class. All right. So it's about this class and this host, not about talk and talk in general. All right. So that's that. See you soon and have a good night.
Bye bye. See
You guys, bye bye. Happy
Bye bye.
Christmas.